What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting to you from the D. And Unc Shay is back in the algorithm because there's been a update, or a resolution rather, with that really ugly situation that he found himself in dealing with that young gal. Here's a statement here released by Tony Busby to his Twitter account. It says on April 20th, 2025, the Busby law firm filed a complaint in Nevada making several allegations against Shannon Sharpe on behalf of our client. Both sides acknowledge a long term consensual and tumultuous relationship. Went from being SA to now consensual. I mean, he always said that it was consensual, but she was the accuser and she wanted to call it SA because if she don't call it that, she has no chances of getting a bag. Now, there's an admittance that it was just a consensual but toxic relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolution. All matters have now been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. So, for those of you who don't know, with prejudice means it's done. There's no coming back from this. It's being dismissed. It can never be revisited. Stick a fork in it. It is done. So, I mean, I said from the beginning this was a shakedown. I didn't believe that Shannon Sharpe did anything bad to her. You could see from the text messages this was a young gal that really was into freaky sex, really was into race play, and Shannon Sharpe liked how freaky she was. You know, Shannon Sharpe. Listen, I think the bigger issue here is that he was thinking with the wrong head. I don't think he did anything wrong in this instance except think with the wrong head. First off, girl 19, 20 years old, he in his early 50s, he really had no business dealing with this chick to begin with. I know that guys that are in his age range do tend to like gals that are in her age range, but if you are going to deal with a woman that young, you have to put certain protections in place. You cannot risk your bag because ultimately she wins. She's gotten a bag and dragged your name and reputation through the mud and seemingly caused irreparable damage, because I don't think that any of those opportunities that were lost will be spinning the block trying to deal with him. But he wanted her to sign a NDA. She refused to. Right there, we done talking. There's nothing else. There's nothing else to say. There's nowhere to go from here. It's over. If she can't understand that you would want to sign an NDA, have her sign an NDA, you being the high profile man that she is, then she is either too immature to understand the way stuff works, or she has other intentions. Or it could be a little column A and column B. We don't know. But people are speculating, saying that he probably gave her anywhere from like 15 to 20 mil. Remember, he offered her, and this was by his own admission, his legal counsel. They said that he offered her 10 million in order to keep this quiet. They rejected that. Uh, I don't think Ung Shay, not to be pocket watching, but I don't think that he had 50 million liquid like that to give to her. That's highway robbery anyway. You know, 25 million per cheek. It went from 25 per cheek, 25 G's per cheek, 50,000 to 25 mil per cheek. That was just crazy, man. But I'd like to believe he's learned his lesson from this, but I'm honestly not so sure. I guess time will tell. If a few years go past and we haven't heard anything else like this from him, perhaps he has learned his lesson, but I'm just not so sure, man. Unc Shay had Monique warning him about the way he was moving. He had Cat Williams warning him about the way he was moving, and he was too stubborn to listen. He believed that because he was him, he was special, this stuff was happening to all of them, it's happening to everybody else, it's not going to happen to me. until it did. So there you have it. This has been dismissed, but there is a follow up here to this. After this was announced by Tony Busby, your girl took to IG and listen to what she posted. Today, I have decided to retire from OF. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several other new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever. So this chick announced that she retiring from OF. She released a statement like she retiring like a damn pro athlete, man. So whatever bag that she got, she ain't gotta be 304 and online again. Wild. I mean, the thing is this. Her OF account, I'm sure before this, wasn't getting no traction like that. Because she was a total unknown. Wasn't nobody checking for her. And then she files this lawsuit against Unc Shay. She's still an unknown. He put her name out there. And after he put her name out there, people now had interest. They now was going to her OF. Her OF started jumping because of the exposure and visibility that he gave to her. So during this time period, while this whole lawsuit has been going on, girl been eating. You know, she has really been eating. She been getting to the bag. And he the one that sat the bag in her lap. And now ultimately he done sat an even bigger bag in her lap. It's just really crazy the way this ended up like this, man. The fact that Unc Shay, being the age that he is, you know, being a guy that he presents himself as being so wise, clever, and understanding the game, for him to have gotten outplayed to this magnitude by a chick that was like 19, 20 years old is insane to me. He had no business getting this outplayed by a chick this age. Just, I mean, I cannot say enough about how ridiculous this is. The fact that he found himself in this situation is ridiculous. The fact that he had to turn over millions of dollars is ridiculous. And as I said, I don't think that he's going to be able to recover in time. He'll be able to gain some momentum. All right, he'll be fine. But he was really on the roll. He was steamrolling, if you will. Got over there on ESPN with First Take. Him and Stephen A. Smith was like having, you know, y'all may think I sound crazy for this, but I mean, really, if you watch the two of them together, it was like having Kobe and Jordan in your backcourt, or having Bron and KD in your front court. Like, they was really killing it over there. They took, and this is by Stephen A.'s own admission, they took First Take to the next level. You know, his podcast was killing it. All right, the whole nightcap thing, man, that thing was like just killing it. He was getting all of the sponsorships. They had the LEDs in the background. Club Shay Shay. That ever since the Cat Williams thing, he just had all types of momentum with that. That thing was an unstoppable machine. All of these things took a hit. He was about to sign $100 million deal with his podcast when this whole thing came out. So a woman can and will be a great man's downfall if he allows it to be. You know, you have to allow it to be. And he wouldn't cover his own ass. Pause. But I mean, you guys, you get it. He would not take the necessary measures to look out for himself, in spite of the fact that he had peers that probably seen plenty of other people around them wind up in similar bad situations, try to warn him that what the most likely outcome was. He simply was too stubborn to get out of the way of the iceberg. So let me know what you guys think, man. This Unc Shay thing, it's over finally. He's going to resume business as usual as best he can. You know, over time, he'll be able to get his thing back popping. It'll never be like it was before, but he'll be able to recover some. I don't think ESPN is going to be inviting him back. I really think we've seen the last of him on First Take, but we'll see. Because I mean, a settlement isn't an admission of wrongdoing, but still, due to the fact that he was involved in this in the first place, I don't know if Disney gonna be inviting him back. Hit me with a like if you like what I do, though, you guys. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. Hit y'all in them comments. Peace.